In this video, I'll explain how to reorder a box plot using the R programming language. Let's do that. In this video, I'm going to show you several examples, and all of these examples are based on the data frame that we can create with lines 2 to 4 of the code. So if you run these lines of code, you can see that at the top right of RStudio, a new data set is created, which is called data. And if you click on this data set, a new window is opened, which is showing the structure of our data frame. And as you can see, our data contains two columns, a grouping column and a column which is called values, and this column is containing numeric values. Now let's assume that we want to draw these data using the boxplot function provided by the basic installation of the R programming language. Then we can apply the code that you can see in line 6, and in this line of code I'm applying the boxplot function to our values and to our grouping column. So if you run this line of code, you can see at the bottom right of RStudio that a boxplot has been created, and you can also see that the boxes in this boxplot are ordered alphabetically. So if we want to change the ordering of these boxes, then it makes sense to create a new data set because we want to keep an original version of our data, and I'm doing that in line 8 of the code. So after running this line of code, we have created a new data set which is called data new. And then in this data set, I'm reordering the factor levels based on the factor function, as you can see in lines 9 and 10. And within the factor function, I'm specifying the column that I want to change. And then I'm specifying the factor levels of this column, but I'm specifying the factor levels in the order that I want to show in the boxplot. So first I want to show the box with the group C, then the group B, then the group D, and finally the group A. So if you run lines 9 and 10 of the code, the data is updated, and now we can use the new data set to draw our boxplot, as you can see in line 12. So if you run line 12 of the code, you can see that our boxplot is updated at the bottom right, and as you can see, the boxes are now ordered according to the factor levels that we have specified before. So the box corresponding to the group C is appearing first, the box with a group B is appearing second, and so on. So in this first example, I have explained how to reorder the boxes in a boxplot created by the basic installation of the R programming language. However, it's also possible to reorder the boxes in a ggplot2 boxplot, and this is what I want to show you in the second example of this tutorial. And in order to draw our data with a ggplot2 package, we first need to install and load the package, as you can see in lines 14 and 15 of the code. I have installed the package already, so for that reason I'm just going to load it with line 15. And after running this line of code, we are able to use the functions of the ggplot2 package, such as ggplot and boxplot. And note that here in the ggplot function, we are using the new data set. So we have already prepared our data for the ggplot2 package as well. So if you run lines 17 and 18 of the code, you can see at the bottom right that a new ggplot2 boxplot has been created. And as you can see, the boxes in this boxplot are already ordered as we have specified before in lines 9 and 10 of the code. So in this tutorial, I have explained how to reorder the boxes in a boxplot using the basic installation and using the ggplot2 package of the R programming language. However, in case you want to learn more on this topic, you could check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the R programming code that I have shown in this video in some more detail, and I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video. Furthermore, if you have liked the video, I would be very happy if you leave me some positive feedback in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notifications in future when I'm releasing new videos to the channel. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot. See you next time.